were one of the first to know that you were one of the final five. You knew months in advance. Did you have this help you kind of figure out this is how I'm going to play this character?
No, because I didn't know for sure that it was actually happening. It was all rumor and speculation at that time. It could have changed. So no, I didn't. I just sat as quietly as I could, biding my tongue, not saying anything to Truco or Hogan or the lovely and talented. Yeah. I don't make choices. I don't know how I act. I just say words until they tell me to go to my trailer, and then I drink. This side.
What do you guys think the overall contribution BattleStar Galactica has made to the science fiction genre, and in particular science fiction television?
I don't know what he said because he's only wearing his underwear.
That's the answer I've heard for the last 5 minutes. I don't know what he said because he's only wearing his. I'm going to use that.
Oh my God.
Like a scene from Triad in the original show. I remember.
I love how Richard can't look away. That was an excellent question. Next question, please. What was the question again?
Impact
The
on
contribution of this program to sci-fi television. I don't know. I mean, I think that it's an evolutionary process. I think that it was time, don't you? I mean, that science fiction, you know, was treated like, West Wing, or ER, like any other dramatic piece of work.
Yeah, but isn't that the point of the question? The point of the question is, what did BattleStar do? Did it have that impactful thing? How many people here, by show of hands, never watched sci-fi before BattleStar or considered themselves a sci-fi fan? How many people turned someone on to BattleStar and into a sci-fi fan because the person said, I'm not into sci-fi, but that person then loved the show at least? Yes, there's your impactful answer.
There you go. See? That's how it's here's the second.
Is he wearing pants?
Good point, years.
Those aren't his ears. If you don't like it, get the frack out!
The other thing that's amazing, Eddie, is that you always warn me. You always warn me what the impact of this show would be. Let's be honest. You always said that in the changing, not only the changing climate in the world, but the changing way in which our entertainment is delivered to us, the delivery system. We've been, as part of the show, we've been part of the forefront of some of the changes that we've seen. The digital age is moving in so many ways. This has changed. A show that has 1.6 million viewers that I can't walk down the street without somebody saying hello to me. I mean, it's the most ridiculous concept in history. One of the most downloaded shows of all time. Blah, 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 all these things. And you always said its impact would be felt. That's right, we were sitting watching it on the big screen in Cinerama that I'm in Hollywood. And the impact will be felt years from now. It will be what it truly is years from now. I think that's what you always said. And I think it's
it goes in the same realm. How many of you got to the very end of the show? Let me take the other way around. How many of you have not gotten to the end of the show and are sitting in this audience?
What? Leave them alone. Don't pick on them.
Okay, that's it. Thank you for being honest. Now, what I need you to do, real quick, is understand that this is a little bit of a, we're in trouble with you guys because you're going to learn something right now that really, basically, you shouldn't. But it's okay, because it'll give you curiosity when you get to the end of the show to understand what I'm saying. For those of you that do know the end of the show, you know as well as I do when it ends and what the year is that it ends and what's being said by who when one says to the other, this has happened before, it's going to happen again, and the other person says, not this time, I think that maybe we've learned. And then it goes to black. Stick in Blade Runner right after that. Boom! And that's how much, you know, it's changed and what happened to humanity. And that, the connection between those two shows, without even, I don't know if really we knew how the connection was in that respect, if we really knew at the moment of conceiving the project and if the reimagining started, and I sat with Ron and David and we sat there and I said, you know, the door that was open with Blade Runner, we should walk into that world and use that world as, especially when it came to, you know, the characterization, the breakdown of characters and the way, the reality that we felt when we were inside Blade Runner. And no one's ever gone in there, but just go to there and just go forward from there using that integrity. And they said, that's what we want to do. I said, great, let's just go for it. Now when you get to the end of the entire 5 years and what we're talking about and what kind of an impact that this has had, well, guess what? This is the precursor to exactly what Blade Runner intimated. And you connect them together. Matter of fact, there's a character called Gav, who's a direct descendant of a Dama. Hello? Probably 5 years younger than the Dama, but, you know, by about 30 years. So, but if you stop to think about it, I mean, you got to remember when a Dama hits Earth and when, you know, Gav is working, so that you realize that they connected beautifully, and that people who have done that are mind-blowing. Even Ron and David, when we discussed this, and I said it for the very first time, they had to stop and think. You know, at first they didn't, you know, want to even get into that. You know, there was a different piece of work, but all of a sudden they realized that, you know what, without this happening this way, the connection of me being Gav and me being the Admiral, and the understanding of genetics and the understanding of what we connected the two worlds so closely. And then when do we end? For those of you that are here that didn't see the ending, I'm sorry for the spoiler, but when did it actually end? It ends in the year 2008. And then Blade Runner starts in 2019. So figure it out, you know, and then in the last 30 years, it'll never happen again. You know, it's happened before, it's going to happen again. The other guy said, you know, no, I think we really learned it in 2019. Boom, we have replicants. And they're worse than the Cylons in many ways, you know. So there you go. So what did this show do? It completed the story, the understanding